Hi, let me showcase you the features of the FunkyMonkey decal placement tool. So once the plugin is installed, you can activate it by going to Selection Mode, FM Decal Placement. There is a decal sample in the plugin folder, which we're currently seeing. And if you point to a surface and click, you can start placing that decal. If you want to rotate this decal, you can click and drag. And if you let it go, it will get placed. If you want to resize it, you can press left shift, click, set the width, and then you can set the height, like so. You can see it in the detail panel that the decal size have been changed. So you can change it here as well, if you know the size you want to do. You can also set the decal depth. So for example, if there is a corner and you want to place a decal and you see that the decal is projected onto the other wall, you can set the decal depth to 1 centimeter, for example, then you can place it without an issue. So if you have a square-based decal, you can, whenever you are drawing direct, you can press Ctrl and it will snap to a square. There is also a sort order. So if you place multiple decals on top of each other, the sorting can be random a bit, like here. So if you increase the sort order, it makes sure that the next decal will be placed on top of the previous one. You can set this auto increase sort as well. So it will increase every next decal's sort order. So if it's enabled, you can place the decals and the next one will be always on top of the previous one. So this area in the top left of the HUD is where the currently selected decal is shown, and also some of the clicking actions. And on the bottom left, you can see all the shortcut keys. If you want to set another decal, you can select it in the content browser. So for example, I have this graffiti here, and it will default to 200 by 200. You can see it in the HUD as well. So you can see it here, 200 by 200. So this one is a bit skewed like this, so I will resize it, like so. And if I go to another one, select another one in the content browser, and then go back, you can see that the size have been saved. You can select multiple ones and press C on the keyboard to cycle between them. I will set this to something bigger. So if I cycle, the sizes are saved. And if I don't like something I've placed, you can always undo it by Ctrl Z. Every decal you place will go to a folder which you set here. So if I set the folder name to new folder and I place this decal now, then you can see that the decal was placed here in the new folder. And the decal name was decal underscore, the name, the shortened name of the material, and a numbering. So you can turn off material naming if you want so it doesn't reflect the material name. So you can just set a decal name. Let's say, I don't know, Techno Decal. And if I place this one, you can see it got Techno Decal _0. If you don't want to set a decal name, but you set the material name, then it will be MI graffiti something techno, so the shortened name _2. We have this center pivot checkbox, which you can toggle by pressing P. And for example, it's useful, I think, if you want to place something aligned with an edge. So if I press Shift, click again, I can place my decal like this. And if the pivot is on the edge, it's maybe easier to align to the next one, like this. Let's put down some cracks. So I have this crack from Megascans, which is really not sized well, so I will resize it by pressing Shift and do it like something like this. So I want to put down multiple of these, and I want some random rotation. So I can press V to add a random rotation. Whenever I press it, it will get a random rotation, right? So I can do a random rotation and press, random rotation and click, and so on. Or I can toggle auto rotation, which is in these are the shortcuts in the HUD. So I can press T to toggle auto rotation. So whenever I click, I will get a new rotation. Let's talk about axis snapping. So this is useful in vertical areas. So if you have a leakage, for example, like this. This is a leakage decal from Megascans. So I want to add it aligned to this area here. So I will shift click here. And if the axis snapping is turned on, whenever I close to this axis, it will be snapped there. So 50 centimeters from that axis, I'm snapping here. So if it's turned off, I can do it like this. If it's turned on, it's snapping. So let's add this leakage here. Let's turn off auto rotation. And let's press reset rotation. So I will add it here. Press P. Add one less here. P. Let's add the decal depth to 1 centimeter. And add it here. These decals which are placed, if I go out of this, these are just regular decal actors. So I can always click and change the position if I don't like it like so.